पहचानो, इसी राजपथ पर चलकर तुम पालो अपना बसेरा। ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। ओम की इस मधुर ध्वनि से किया परिवर्तन। प्रेम शांति सिखा के बदला सभी का जीवन। आदि देव प्रजापिता श्री बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। सोहनी सूरत मोहनी मूरत, ज्ञान के मोती। भव्य मुख पर चंद्रमासी, चमकती ज्योति। दिव्य दर्शन दिव्य वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। जब घटा छाई तब विभूति आप जैसी धरती पे आई। एक तार में बंध के सारे बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे
Om Shanti. And good morning. And today is Satguruvar. Let's listen to Baba's Murli. Baba had raised our intoxication levels yesterday by reminding us that we are the children of the Lord and the Master, and we will be becoming the prince and the princess. And today Baba is looking at the garden of flowers. Baba says on one side there is a garden of flowers, on the other side there is a forest of thorns. Baba just looks at each flower. Who is rose? There are some who are compared with the arc flowers because each flower's appearance or form or its fragrance differs from others. Some flowers become thorns while moving along. Baba says Shiv Baba is the seed of the garden of flowers, whereas Ravan is the seed of the forest of thorns. Baba just looks at each flowers and he also looks at the gardener. Baba also checks how is the clever gardener and how are they going to manage the garden, how are they managing the flowers, and they also bring such flowers in front of the father. They also submit the entire report to the master of the garden. That is, this flower's vision and the attitude is royal and they reformed. Every child has to manage himself. Baba today explains the contrast between the garden of flowers and the forest of thorns. Let's listen to the Murli. And today's date is 6th June. The essence of the Murli is, sweet children, the father is the master of the garden. You gardeners have to bring very good and fragrant flowers. Do not bring wilted flowers. Baba says, don't bring such wilted flowers. And today's question, on which children does the father's vision fall, and on which children father's vision doesn't fall? Answer, those flowers who give fragrance and they are involved in the service of transforming the thorns into flowers. Baba just looks at such children and Baba becomes happy, or he is pleased with such children, those who spread good fragrance and they always inspire others to become the same as themselves. So Baba just becomes happy while looking at such children, and Baba's vision of course falls on such children. And those whose attitude or instincts are dirty and their eyes deceive themselves, so Baba says Baba's vision doesn't fall on them. Baba says, children, you need to become flowers and you have to inspire others, become flowers, then only you will be called a clever gardener. Om Shanti. The father who is the master of the garden, he is looking at his own flowers. Because you will find the gardener and the flowers in all the centers, whereas you come to the master of the garden to spread your fragrance. Because you all are flowers, right? You also know that. You also know, as well as Father also knows, that you are flowers. Ravan is the seed of the forest of thorns. Of course, there is only one seed of the human world tree. How does the world get transformed from a garden of flowers into a forest of thorns? How? There will be definitely one who just changes the garden into a forest, and he is none other than Ravan. You have to verify yourselves. Check yourselves whether whatever is being explained by Baba is accurate, right or not. Baba says the deities who are considered as flowers, Baba just creates garden of deities. Every one of you also knows that what type of a flower am I. Every one of us can at least check what kind of flower are we. The master of the garden comes here and he just to have a look at these flowers. The rest all are the gardeners. There are various types of gardeners. Even there are various gardeners of the physical garden. Baba just takes for instance the Mughal garden. The gardener of the Mughal garden must be very clever so that he will earn a good income. Baba says as there are various gardeners, various varieties of gardeners, or various types of gardeners. Baba says, for example, some earn 500 rupees, some earn 1000 rupees, some earn 2000 rupees as their salaries. Of course, the gardener of the Mughal garden must have been very clever so that he would be receiving a bigger amount. Baba says this is the unlimited garden of flowers. This is Baba's garden. There are also number wise gardeners, those who are very good gardeners. They take care of their garden very well. They make their gardens very beautiful because they always plant the saplings of good flowers. Baba says the Mughal garden of the government is very beautiful. Baba would have seen during that time. This is the unlimited garden, and there is only one master of the garden. The seed of the forest of thorns is Ravan, and the seed of the garden of flowers is Shiv Baba. You receive that inheritance from the father. You don't receive any inheritance from the Ravan. Ravan just curses you. When someone is cursed, he always remembers the one who bestows him with happiness, because Baba is the bestower of happiness, who gives happiness all the time. Who gives the happiness? That is only the one who is the bestower of happiness. There are various types of gardeners. The master of the garden comes and takes a look at the gardeners. How are they making a small or big gardens? Who are the flowers? Baba takes a look at everything. Sometimes a very good, clever gardeners also come. The decoration of flowers in such gardens, Baba says the garden looks very beautiful. Even the master of the garden will be pleased. Why is he pleased? Baba feels that, oh, this gardener is very smart and the gardener has got very good flowers. The entire Murli is based on the garden, flowers, and the master of the garden. Baba feels that a good gardener has come and the gardener has got very beautiful flowers, and this is the master of the garden, and this is the unlimited matters which are being explained by him. You children also understand in your hearts that Baba just tells the truth. What does he tell? Baba says the Ravan's kingdom is for half of a cycle. Ravan just changes that garden of flowers into the forest of thorns, because you could see only thorns in the forest and they always prick one another and they cause sorrow. You will not find any thorns in the garden. You will not even find a single thorn. You children also understand that the biggest thorn is Ravan just brings you in that body consciousness. The biggest thorn is body consciousness. By all other vices or thorns just start pricking when we become influenced by this body consciousness. Baba last night also explained that some are very lustful and some are semi-lustful. And some new children come. They always walk very well. Then later, some come and they walk very well, they adopt this path very well, and they understand that we will never go into those vices, because when they visit Madhuban, by being influenced by this atmosphere, they make good promises that they will not be influenced by vices. They have the same distaste as people feel when they visit the cremation ground. But when they return home, the moment they leave this place and return home, then they become dirty. Their intoxication levels just get reduced, and their vision also becomes dirty. Those who were considered as good flowers and those who were brought in front of the master of the garden, and they always introduce themselves that the gardener introduces the flowers that Baba, this is a very good flower. Some gardener comes and tells Baba that Baba, this is such a this is so and so flower. Of course, gardener will definitely introduce the flowers. It's not that Baba just knows everything. It is gardeners who inform about the flowers. The gardener just gives an update about everyone's behavior or instinct or attitude or vision. They say that this flower's behavior is not royal and this flower has just reformed 10 to 20%. The entire report is submitted to the master of the garden. Baba says the most important ones are eyes, which deceive you a lot. The gardener gives an update about everything to the master of the garden. Baba asks each and every one, just tell what kind of flowers are brought. He just checks, he asks each and every gardener what kind of flowers are brought. Some are roses. Baba says some are jasmine, and whereas some bring ak flowers. Of course, ak flowers are also offered to Shiv Baba. They remain very cautious here, but when they go back into that forest, that is the world, Iron Age world is the jungle, then they wilt. Baba just sees what type of flower each one is. Maya is such that she slaps the gardeners very hard. Maya is such that she slaps the gardeners very hard, and the gardeners then become thorns. Then the master of the garden comes. He just takes a glance at the garden. Then what does he do, Baba? First he takes a look at the garden. Then what does he do next? What does he do? First Baba comes and he just sees the garden. Then Baba decorates those flowers with the jewels of knowledge. How does he decorate? Children, be cautious. Just remove your weaknesses. Otherwise you will have to repent a lot. Why does Baba come? In order to make you Lakshmi and Narayan. Instead of becoming Lakshmi and Narayan, if we become maids or servants, of course we need to check very carefully. Are we becoming elevated and worthy of receiving or claiming that position? You children understand that Ravan is the seed of the forest of thorns and Shiv Baba is the seed. Shiv Baba, who is Ram, is the seed of the garden of flowers. All these matters are being explained by Baba. Then also Baba says, Baba just tells us the praise of the school. Of course, School education is also good because that becomes your source of income once you study and get that degree. And of course you have an aim and objective that you need to become this. In the same way, this is also a school where you have been given an aim and objective. But in others gatherings there is no aim and objective. You will not find an aim and objective anywhere else except in schools. That is, you have only one aim, that is to become from an ordinary man into a Narayan. On the path of devotion, people just hear the story of the Satyanarayan. They call the Brahman every month and they relate the knowledge of the Gita. Nowadays, everyone has started relating this knowledge of Gita. You will not find true Brahmins. You are the true Brahmins. Baba says you are the true Brahmins. You are the children of the true Father. And you always relate the true knowledge of the Gita and the story of the Satyanarayan and the story of immortality and the story of the third eye. God speaks, I make you the kings. Of course, they always related this knowledge, but who became kings? Is there anyone who will tell you, I make you into the kings of kings? Baba says, is there anyone who will just tell that I will not become the kings of kings and I will relate the knowledge and make you into the kings of kings? There is only one Father who sits here and explains to you children. Of course, you children understand that you children come here to get refreshment from the master of the garden and you become gardeners and flowers. Of course, you need to become a gardener. There are various types of gardeners. When you don't do any service, then how will you become a good flower? Everyone has to check in his or her heart what kind of flower I am. The entire Murli is about, it's only about the garden, gardener and the flower. You children have to churn these points. You Brahmin teachers also understand that there are various types of gardeners. Some have a very big garden. Baba says, as is the gardener, so will be the garden, and they always bring good flowers. Everyone will be just pleased by looking at the garden. Baba also gets pleased. Some get such sensitive or delicate flowers, and the master of the garden also understands that what kind of positions are claimed by these flowers. There is a time left which when this Murli was spoken, at that time Baba said that there is still time left. You will always have to put a lot of effort while transforming the thorns into flowers, and some don't even have the wish to become flowers. They always like being a thorn. Baba says the attitude and their eyes are always dirty. Baba usually says the attitude. Today Baba says the attitude of the eyes is dirty. Even if they come here, you will not get that fragrance from them. The master of the garden always expects flowers to be in front of him. The master of the garden always likes the flowers to be in front of him. Baba always will get happiness just by looking at them. When Baba just sees the attitude of such and such flowers are like this, then Baba's vision doesn't even fall on them. Baba just gets those vibrations and Baba's vision will not fall on those children. That is why Baba just looks at each and every one. What type of flowers, how much fragrance is being spread, have they become a flower from a thorn or not? Every one of us can also check to what extent have I become a flower, because everyone is making this effort and we frequently tell Baba that Baba, we forget you. Just think, when someone tells Baba that Baba, I forget you, I am not able to be in yoga. Children, if you don't remember Baba, how will you become a flower? If you remember Baba, then your sins are burnt away. Then you will become flowers and you will inspire others becoming flowers. Then you will be called a gardener. Baba always demands good gardeners. Kumaris, did you hear? Baba always demands good gardeners. Is there a gardener here? Is there any Kumari here who wishes to become a gardener? Is there a gardener? Why can't you become a gardener? You need to liberate yourselves from all the bondages. How much zeal and enthusiasm is being filled by Baba. We should always have this zeal that you need to make effort to free your wings. How many of you are Kumaris here? You need to make effort to liberate yourself. Or do you leave the person whom you love a great deal? How can you claim a high status unless you become a flower and do the father's service of making others into flowers? Baba says this is the status of 21 generations, emperors, kings and wealthy subjects, and of course there will be less wealthy subjects as well, and there are ordinary subjects as well. And what do we become in that? Who makes the effort? They always claim those positions every cycle. You need to make effort with full force. In order to become a good gardener, you need to make the effort with full force. You need to become Narayan from an ordinary man. Those who are fast effort makers, they always implement Baba's directions. They always check their profit and loss account every day. It's not the matter of checking the account of 12 months, once in 12 months, but Baba says to check the account every day so that you will not incur any loss. Otherwise, you will become third class subjects. If loss is incurred, then you will become third class. Of course, all are number wise in schools. You sweet children understand that. The seed is the lord of the tree. Baba says, you know that the seed is the lord of the tree, and when he comes, you experience the omens of Jupiter. Then when the kingdom of Ravan comes, you will experience the omens of Rahu. Baba says The first one is the highest and the next one is the lowest. Baba says the temple of Shiva gets changed into a brothel. Of course, you children have the omens of Jupiter over you. First of all, the tree will be new, and after half of its lifespan, it starts becoming old. There is a master of the garden, and gardeners also progress, and they bring flowers in front of the master of the garden. And each gardener brings flowers. Some bring very good flowers who are very curious, or they have that passion of meeting Baba. And what kind of arrangements are always made? Baba just looks at the flowers, what and all ideas are adopted to just visit this place. Even though the gardener is a second class, sometimes the flowers are better than the gardener. They always have this desire to visit Shiv Baba. They are always desperate to visit this place. They tolerate all the sufferings, and they call out to Shiv Baba, Baba, please save us. Baba, please save us. They are called true Draupadis. Whatever is past will definitely get repeated. In last cycle also you called out to Baba, and during the present time also you called out, and Baba comes to liberate you. Baba says just buzz this knowledge to them. Baba also gives you various ways and methods to buzz this knowledge to others. Baba says you all are buzzing moths. They are insects. You just bring all those insects and buzz this knowledge and transform them. Just buzz this knowledge and tell them that God speaks, lust is the greatest enemy. Once you conquer this lust, you will become the master of the world. Sometimes the words of the innocent ones just strike them. They just become cool. Sometimes Baba says the words of the innocent ones just strike them and they become cool, and they always permit them to go to the centers. Just go to the one who is at least making you this, though it is not in my fortune. Such Draupadis always call to Baba. Baba also writes to such children that buzz this knowledge to them. There are such women whom Baba gives this title, that Surpanaka or Putana, that is female devils. The men just buzz this knowledge to them. They are like insects who will not live without vice. Many different types of flowers are brought in front of the master of the garden. Don't even ask. Some of the Kumaris also become thorns. That is why Baba says, just tell me your horoscope. If you don't give your status to Baba, that disease will continue to grow. Baba says, if your attitude goes wrong, so when you inform the Father your true status, you will get that support. Baba says, if you are not honest with the Father, you will become severely diseased. Baba says those who are influenced by these vices, they become very ugly. Baba says those who are impure, they are always ugly. Krishna is also called Sham Sundar. Krishna is also shown in a dark bluish form, And Brahma is also shown in that form, in that color also. And Narayan is also shown in the black color. They don't know anything about that. You have the image of the Narayana who is very divine. Of course, do you want to become the Narayan who is shown in black or dark color? Baba says all the temples which are constructed now, they were not like that. If someone falls down by being influenced by these vices, they become ugly. Some souls become ugly. You need to go from this iron age into a golden age. You need to become a golden sparrow. Kali is always represented as the Kali of Calcutta. Just look how fearsome appearance has been shown. Baba says, children, all these things belong to the path of devotion. Now you have received the knowledge. We have come from the path of knowledge to the path of devotion. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. And spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning to the mother, father and Bap Dada. The essence for dharana, first one. Make effort to free your wings. Baba specifically says this for Kumaris. Make effort to free your wings, liberate yourself from bondage and become a clever gardener. Do the service of changing thorns into flowers. The second one. Check yourself and see to what extent have you become a fragrant flower. Is your attitude pure? Do your eyes deceive you? Keep a chart of your behavior and remove your defects. Baba says to keep a chart and start removing your defects. And today's blessing. With the intoxication and the faith of having a right to the self-sovereignty, the ones who become powerful will become an easy and constant yogi. With the intoxication and the faith of having a right to self-sovereignty, may you become the powerful ones, then you will become an easy and a constant yogi. To be a self-sovereign means to have a perfect control over your physical sense organs. You have to ensure that your sense organs don't deceive you even in your thoughts. Even if there is a slightest trace of this body consciousness, then the anger or the force will definitely come. But who are those who are self-sovereigns, the masters of themselves? They are always egoless and they serve with humility. That is why we need to practice this. I am a self-sovereign soul. Let this intoxication be there. This intoxication and the faith will make you powerful and you will become the conqueror of Maya and the conqueror of the world, which will enable you become an easy yogi and a constant yogi. And today's slogan, be a lighthouse and Be busy in spreading that light with your mind and intellect, and you will not be afraid of anything. Be a lighthouse and then spread your light with your mind and intellect, and you will not be afraid or scared of anything. Baba says, where there is a light, there is no darkness. There is a fear in darkness. That is why Baba says, become a lighthouse and always be busy in spreading the light. Om Shanti. And today's Avyakt signal. Like how you see the souls who are instruments in doing the service, how they are light and they are happy while doing the service. We always get inspirations of being an easy yogi from them. In order to become a karma yogi, we need to be aware of our original place and the elevated state of mind, and then you come down here to do the service. Then irrespective of how much ever you are busy, you will be able to carry on your service very well. Om Shanti. Today is Satguruvar. Let's offer Bhog to Sweet Baba. And today's Bhog is on behalf of Sarala Dadi of Ahmedabad and those sisters and brothers who have given their names to offer Bhog to Baba, those who have received the slips, all those who are requested to just assemble behind the stage where there is a sitting room where the trance messenger sister comes and meets all of you. Someone has lost the vacuum flask in front of the electric department. We have found that flask. They can either collect it from the electric department or from the lost and found department. Let's remember Baba and offer Bhog to Baba.
ओम शांति। जब तक संदेशी बहन जी आती हैं, आदरणीय उषा दीदी जी अपना जापान का विदेश सेवा का समाचार सुनाएंगे। आदरणीय दीदी जी व्हाइट लाइट करेंगे। Om Shanti. Baba has given me a fantastic opportunity to visit Japan, Philippines and Hong Kong.
we the entire they had holidays for 4 days. That is why retreat program was arranged. We reached Japan 2 days late due to the visa issues. Then after reaching there, then I got a chance to conduct bhattis. All the sisters welcomed us with their traditional dance, and everyone was so enthusiastic. And there were programs organized in Tokyo also. And before going Japan, I had a program in Uttarakhand where I got a chance to meet one of the IAS officers, and he had a wish to come and visit this Madhuban, and he told me that whenever you are available, I will come there. Then I responded to him saying that I'm going to Japan now, and he said there are 2 of his friends. I'll just dial him and I'll inform him that you are coming, and I'll pass on your phone number to them, and they will just visit your place. And those 2 brothers also had come to meet me. They were associated with one of the associations called Hindu Mahasabha. Whatever technology which comes to India, they are the instruments in transferring the patent rights or technology from Japan to India. One of the brothers was invited for breakfast and the other one was invited for the dinner. Then we were introduced to them. One of the brothers, there is a very good retreat house in Tokyo which is on the countryside, and he stays close to that retreat house, and he assured that he would definitely visit that and he would take 7 days course. And all the Indians are, of course, they are in my connection, because they always assist each other in visa issues. And he is also closely connected with the embassy. Even if they want to have any programs, they will always take the support of the embassy. And I got a chance to meet the High Commission. Of course, he was also ready to leave the position because he had completed the tenure. He also assured that he would definitely visit the Brahma Kumaris Center in Jamaica, where Chidia's sister stays there. Then he confirmed that he would visit. Even the staff of the embassy office also liked the blessing cards of Brahma Kumaris, and they were given Baba's Toli and the blessing cards. A very good service happened in Tokyo. Then we went to Kyoto. There are a very few children there. From there I went to Kobe, where Rajini's sister stays, and there is a very good center in that place, and there is enough number of Brahmins there. And I conducted 2 days bhatti there. That was also quite amazing. Then we visited Hiroshima, the museum of that place. We have 2 Brahmins. One is from India who is a manager in Holiday Inn Hotel, and another one is a sister. That sister and brother are doing service there to the max extent possible. We had a special invitation just to visit the Hiroshima Museum. Then, while visiting that Hiroshima Museum, we were given information about how the bombs there were how the bombs destroyed that land, and there were 5 rivers and the iron mine which was completely destroyed. And after 200 miles away from that land, how the human life was affected. One of the pictures was shown where a human being was that man was neither he was neither able he was neither had the strength to stand nor to sleep. And when we had seen those scenes, we will gradually, or usually, this attitude of unlimited disinterest comes. I asked them why did they choose this place to put the bombs. At that time the capital was Kobe, and they had to cause a lot of damage. But just look at the scenes of the drama, and the aircraft lost its fuel which would be required in order to reach the Kobe. Then the pilot felt that with the available fuel, I would not visit Kobe nor return. So wherever I am there, I would just drop these bombs there. And then he just returned. This Kobe was chosen to drop those bombs. And then I visited Osaka. Japan is the number one with its advanced technology and innovation. And I got a railway pass, and I got a chance to use this bullet train as a mode of transport from Tokyo. They have dried up the entire ocean, and they have built that airport. Whenever the aeroplane lands, you feel that you are landing in the water. You feel that you are crossing the ocean in order to reach the other side of the airport. And every year it's just getting every year they insert, or they put 3 meters plate in order to ensure that things are in perfect place. We should appreciate the courage of the Japanese, or the power of Japanese. They will never accept their defeat. They always do anything just to ensure that things are always going well. Now let's offer Bhog to Baba.
लगन से बन जा बाबा के, तू गले को हार, उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार, हो नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे ओ बाबा तुम मात पिता हो, तुम ही हो जग के तारनहार। ओ बाबा तुम मात पिता हो, तुम ही हो जग के तारनहार। दुख हरता तुम सुख करता हो, गुणों के भंडार। हम सब बच्चे गाते हैं तेरी, हम सब बच्चे गाते हैं तेरी महिमा अपरंपार। उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार, नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार, नीले अंबर के उस पार, हो नीले अंबर के उस पार।
तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी। बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। जो पल बीते तेरी यादों में, जो पल बीते तेरी यादों में, वो पल अविनाशी होते हैं, वो पल अविनाशी होते हैं। हर पल को सफल बना देंगे, हर पल को सफल बना देंगे, तेरी याद कभी ना छोड़ेंगे, तेरी याद कभी ना छोड़ेंगे। तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। यूं ही आप रहो संग संग बाबा, यूं ही आप रहो संग संग बाबा, इस दुनिया के सुख पाने क्या, इस दुनिया के सुख पाने क्या, लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे। तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं।
Om Shanti. Today I went to the subtle region to offer Bhoga to Baba. As I reached near to Baba, I could see different types of papers which were written Then I asked Baba, Baba, what is happening in subtle vision today? What are you looking at? Baba just smiled for a second. Then Baba said, child, today is Satgurvar. All the remembrances of all the children just reach the subtle region. And Baba, of course, he just looks at the account and the report, and also at he looks at the charts of the children. Let any number of letters be there in front of Baba. Baba just takes a look and understands the essence and gives the solutions to all the issues mentioned in the letters within some seconds. Then Baba emerged the corporeal form of Brahma in the subtle region. That was the angelic form of Brahma Baba, and on the other side, that was the corporeal form of Brahma Baba. Child, just take a glance. Even during the times of Sakar, Baba had received so many letters, and Baba used to respond to those letters. But Baba, there was so much expansion of the matter, but Baba used to give solutions in its essence form, and he used to send those letters to the children. Baba was not taking much time in understanding the matter or responding the Baba just used to give solutions just in 2 sentences, and used to ensure that this letter reaches the children. In the same way, always Baba gets the remembrances of children, and Baba of course receives letters and the remembrances. Baba just sees, listens and reads the news of the letters with so much love, because you children are just engaged in so many questions. When the Sakar Brahma Baba did this type of task, now the Baba is in his avyakta form for this many years, and Baba has made all the children instruments, and he is still performing or he's still carrying out the task. It looks as if Baba is giving the loveful remembrances, and Baba also receives the remembrances and the love from the children. Then Baba emerged another scene of the path of devotion, and Baba said, even on the path of devotion, when the devotees they are in the front of the idols, in whomever they have that faith. Some have a deep faith and they have this intense desire. Let me have that attainment, let some miracle happen. When they visit that temple with that kind of intention, they will receive something or the other. When someone just visits the temples in the form of sightseeing, then Baba just says that the visions or the attainments are granted based on the desire or based on the attitude of the devotees. In the same way, in Baba's home, many children visit this place with different types of intentions, and they just come in front of Baba. Baba definitely gives response to children. But of course, in order to understand the signals of Baba, Baba has given you the third eye. Baba just is looking with that love, and by being very matured, and he was just explaining to me, and the book was offered to Baba, and whosoever book was there, and today it was offered on behalf of Sarala Dadi. Baba just emerged that child as well and offered book to her. and also I gave the remembrances and the love of many brothers and sisters, and while taking the remembrances of Baba, I came back to the corporeal world. Thank you. Om Shanti. Let's watch the video of Dadi Ratan Mohini ji. The essence of today's video is natural practice of soulfulness. Okay, thank you. Om Shanti.
मीठे बोल तेरे मीठे मोल बाबा सुनता
मैं बाबा का, बाबा मेरा, और उसी याद में खोए हुए चेहरे पे वो मुस्कुराहट और नैनों में वो बाप के याद की रूहानियत। ये ड्रामा अनुसार लास्ट में ये संगठन हमें याद रहे, ऐसे ही हमारा सदा चेहरा मुस्कुराता हुआ और मन के अंदर बाप की याद, तो देखो वो नैन रूहानियत संपन्न बन जाते हैं। जिस रूहानी नैनों से जब हम एक दो को देखते हैं, खुद भी यहाँ होते, शरीर भान में नहीं, और जिसको देखो उसी स्मृति से, तो ये एक नेचुरल हमारी स्मृति कैसी बनी रहे, ये एक नेचुरल अभ्यास हो जाता है।